Throughout history, various groups of people have been stifled. Their voices have been silenced. Their bodies have been shackled. Their freedoms have been abused. They've been oppressed. Oppression is a noun that means prolonged persecution and exploitation. However, oppression isn't only something of the past. It is still happening today. But we don't have to just stand by and watch. We need to fight for our rights and encourage others to do the same.
Resiliency is being able to endure hardships.
Here's what's happening at Swanee Middle School.
Let's get started. Visual Arts 1 and Visual Arts 2 have been doing some extraordinary work with colors.
Yes, both classes have been working on the color wheel and they will start working on clay soon.
Working with clay takes a lot of patience and determination. Then you have to take it to the kiln, which is essentially a big fiery oven.
Students are not allowed to touch it, so Ms. Hart has to heat the clay up herself.
And that takes a lot of patience.
Ms. Bond's 8th grade students experimented with graphing thermometer temperatures this week.
Now you may be thinking,
why do we need to learn this? Well, this lab provides a hand-on way for students to learn about graphing.
Understanding how to create graphs help us to know how to interpret information on graphs we may encounter in our daily lives. It's not unusual to come across graphs showing sales data, weather trends, or even survey results. 8th graders will be taking the annual walking field trip to the high school to see the SHS theater production Tracks.
This is happening on November 15th, and the last day you can turn in these slips is on November 6th.
Time is running out, so make sure you turn yours in soon.
New bathroom policy.
All students have to sign in and out of their classroom before going to the bathroom or any other destination on campus. It's almost time for Building with Dads on November 14th.
Yes, Building with Dads is scheduled for Thursday, November 14th. It will be hosted by Ms. Jernigan in the cafeteria from 3:30 to 5 p.m. At this event, you won't only get to construct a usable take-home project, you will also have time to connect with your father figure in your life. If you want to connect with your whole family, SMS is hosting a family night tomorrow, November 7th, in the library.
The Scholastic Book Fair will also be open during family night. So if you want to buy some awesome books, head on down to the library before it's too late.
You might also want to visit the library to check out the different books we have on display for Holocaust Education Week.
It's important to read about the Holocaust so we will always remember how much it impacted the people involved. Titles like The Diary of Anne Frank and Parallel Journeys provide real-world accounts of what happened.
However, if you're more interested in historical fiction, then you could check out The Boy in the Striped Pajamas or Number the Stars.
That's all we have this week.
Join us next week for more of what's happening around the school.
Mentorship is guiding a person through times where they need help.
Here's your weekly sports recap.
And what you might have missed.
The esports season is in full swing.
Yep! On October 31st, all 3 of our Rocket League teams had games.
The Stormbreakers went against ELMS Gray.
And the Sweepers went against the SMS Toxins?
But that's our team too?
Let's ask Miss Neal.
So the reason the 2 teams are competing against each other today is that they are in the same division. The Toxins and the Sweepers are in Division 1, and the Stormbreakers are in Division 2. So we won't see the Stormbreakers playing our teams until we get to playoffs.
Thank you, Miss Neal. That really helped. All 3 Rocket League teams have games tomorrow at 4 p.m. If you want to tune in, go to
smsesports.com.
We'll see you there.
Soccer is finally in season.
So we definitely need to brush up on our soccer jargon.
A red card is received upon a final offense.
If you receive one of these, you cannot play the rest of the game.
Our final term is a nutmeg. A nutmeg is when you kick a ball between the opponent's legs.
Now, I'm sure everyone watching wants to know just how much determination it took to make the team.
And who better to tell us than someone who actually plays soccer?
To the Soccer Spotlight.
My name is Weston. What qualities do you have to play soccer?
Probably, well, you definitely need like dedication and hard work and like tenacity, stick-to-itiveness.
And both the girls and boys teams faced off against Trenton on November 4th. I've got a feeling that this is going to be a great season.
SMS basketball season is right around the corner.
Their first game is in Brantford on November 11th, where girls play at 5 and boys play at 6.
They also have 2 games after that, one on November 12th and the other on November 14th.
Good luck, everyone. SMS is so proud.
Let's plan to attend this week's games.
We'll be there, will you?
November 9, 1938. Vandalization is everywhere. There are people in the streets crying for help. Horrific acts were committed on the night of the broken glass. And who were they committed by? Adolf Hitler and his Nazi regime. He wanted to drive Jewish people out with hate and terror. The Nazis staged spectacles of vengeance and degradation that shattered more than glass. Fast forward to 1941. The Jews have been forced into the concentration camps without a place to escape. They were only fed 3 pieces of bread for the whole week. They didn't have proper shoes to work, and some of them even got ill, but the Nazis wouldn't do anything. The oppression they faced there was merciless and cruel. Many couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel and thought that this persecution would go on forever. Little did they know, freedom was coming soon. January 27th, 1945. This is the day when the Jews were freed from the concentration camps. Soldiers broke into the camps where they were kept. They were crying tears of joy, so grateful that they survived. Finally, this nightmare was over. Now it's present day, 2024, 83 years after the night of the broken glass. There are even some survivors left, one of them being Charlotte Knobloch. She was 6 years old when the Holocaust happened. She is now 91 and the former president of the Jewish people. There is even a museum memorializing the Holocaust and the oppression its victims faced. It's located in Washington, D.C., and it offers a lot of less known information about these events. But even though it seems like this is all of the thing of the past, we can never forget it. We must never become complacent in our worldviews and knowledge, because if we do, something like the Holocaust could happen again. So we can never forget.
Hello, Bullpups. I wanted to start out the month of November by telling you how proud I am of all of you. Our theme this year is winning together, and I just wanted to say that walking through classrooms, seeing what your teachers have been doing, it is very obvious to me that we are all focused on winning together. Our football team had an amazing season. We're gearing up for basketball and soccer, and it is just such an honor to be your principal here and to walk around and see the wonderful things happening at Swanee Middle School. Being responsible, a lot of times, guys, in life, when you grow up, no one comes along and says, hey, you know what? Good job. You wore your seatbelt. Good job. You paid your bills on time. Good job. You made sure that your kids got to school. People don't reward you for that. However, when you're in middle school, we can still do those kind of things. And so we want you to learn that being responsible is a good trait to have as an adult. And this time around, we're going to give you some book fair cash for it. We're going to have a daily drawing for some book fair cash or certificates. How do you get entered to win? Well, for every day that you do not have to come to the library because your Chromebook didn't charge, or because you forgot your Chromebook at home, we're going to enter your name for a drawing, and we're going to draw the winner every day. That's 5 different winners for book fair cash that you can use before Friday. So make sure that you bring your Chromebooks to school. That's just one way that we can be responsible, and we want to make sure that you get entered for a chance to win some cash for the book fair. If you come, or your parents come next Thursday night to our parent math night, we're going to have your parents write down your name, and we're going to enter you in to win a free box set of books and a gift. Every family also gets a $5 off coupon just for coming to parent night. Again, we are so proud of you and the hard work that you have been putting in your classes and your teachers. So when you see a teacher or staff member this month, as we get ready for November and being thankful, make sure that you tell them how grateful you are for them and what they do. Also, that means your parents and the people who take care of you at home. You should make sure that you spread thankfulness and happy tidings this month. Have an amazing week.